What's up, YouTubians? Gary here with VW Jawbreaker. Welcome back to the 1960 Volksrod Baja Franken Beetle build. Yeah, we're still going with that for now. Got a killer list of names so far. We're going to continue seeing what other people suggest. So in the last video, we got a bunch done with some bracing on the frame head for the extension. Today's video, I'm not stopping until we're done with it. No more parts to the series. At the end of this video, frame head will be done. So stick around, kick back, grab a drink, and enjoy the video. And also don't forget, check out the link below. The description always has links to other great YouTube channels, most of them Volkswagen related. Check those out. Guys, I now have merchandise. I figured if I had to do some stuff for me, might as well make it available for whoever the heck might want something. So check out down below on that, as well as some Amazon affiliate links to things that I use here in the shop. So stick around, we'll be back right after the intro. Piece welded on the bottom, just kind of tacked in. And what I did is I went ahead and cut out the rotted areas here. I'm going to go ahead and plate this in solid. I'm just going to go ahead and run a plate from back here up to here, tie it in all the way down, and then just scab in another small piece right here to fill this spot. So that's definitely a lot easier using this plasma cutter than your standard cutoff wheel, but I'm happy. So we'll cut this down to the proper size, and we'll be able to use part of that for each side. It'll just tie in just like that. So we've got, of course, everything welded, the frame head itself welded to the plate, to the beam, and then again we've got those pieces of, what is it, 1-inch square tubing inside holding the frame head to the plate. Then we'll have this tying it all together as well. It'll be good. This thing will be good. I'll bore you with the I won't bore you with the boring stuff. Let's go ahead and get to welding, get this stuff tacked in. First side's tacked in, just about 5 or 6 tacks, just enough to hold it in place. So we'll go ahead and flip it over, do the same, and of course what we'll do also is fill in a nice plate right here, just to make sure everything's super solid. This thing ain't gonna go nowhere. Nowhere, I say. Oh, you know what? I gotta beat that corner down. The other side was rotted out, so it was easier. Little better, still not quite there. Oh, that's just about money right there. There we go. All right, make sure my welding helmet's on weld and not plasma. So then what we'll do is we'll cut a triangle piece, go from the top here, and fill in back to here. And I think it's gonna be so solid, it's gonna be fun. There's no way this thing can break when I'm done with it. No way. So I had a visitor and I forgot to turn the camera back on. You notice, my buddy Larry finally came and picked up that motor from last, I don't know, November? He's been a busy guy, hasn't really had a whole lot of time to get over here. It's not a big deal, it's what you do for friends. So let me show you real quick what I did without recording. Got a CAD piece right there, see? Cardboard aided design. And I went ahead and filled in the top pieces over here. So now, oh, it's still hot.
Still hot.
The only thing we have to do left is fill in the little corner pieces over here. And then we can pretty much start buttoning this puppy up. So.
Less chit chatter, more worky worky.
Alright, so there's been a lot of time lapse. Let me bring you up to speed and kind of show you where we're at. Frame head, for the most part, is done. Remember on the one video, we had the braces come off the hook to the other beam. Well, I had to cut them off in order to put this other bracing in. So essentially what we have is we have an old beam with a 3/16 plate welded to it, the frame head welded to it. Now remember, there's two inner parts to that frame head, the outer part and the inner part. Both those parts are welded to that 3/16 plate. And then on the bottom side underneath, that's right, we went ahead and welded in that 1-inch square tubing because the bottom was rotted. I had to cut it out anyway. So the bottom is now a 1/4-inch plate, and you guys really can't see. Hold on. Poor lighting today, guys. So the bottom, we plated that with an 1/8-inch plate, tied into the frame head, tied into the beam, and then we boxed in the sides and the top, got all that boxed in, so it helps tie the frame head to the beam once again. So this thing is tied in multiple areas. Multiple times this thing is welded, and welded. Pretty solid. Then if you remember, I'm gonna run into the table. We had this part right here, which was the top adjuster. We welded that back in, brought those pieces down. Hold on. Brought those pieces down, welded them to it. And then I went ahead and welded in these pieces of angle iron right there. So that helps tie the 3/16 plate to the beam. If this breaks, guys, I don't know what to do. Honestly, this is so overdone, if you will. So much redundancy in welding. And I've welded this thing, trust me, there's fantastic penetration.
Said penetration.
Regardless, this thing's solid. So what we need to do now is go ahead and get the beam up here and go ahead and finish mocking that bracing up and go ahead and get that bracing all welded up. So let's do that next. All right, well, there we go. Apparently I took a picture of me struggling to put this together. It's all right. I mean, I guess I could take the drums off and stuff, make it a little lighter. So we've got the frame head extension bolted to the beam. So again, in that previous video, a little while back, you saw me make the bars up to go here to here. So we're gonna have to remake those since I had to cut them off. Not a big deal. Just gotta drill a hole in some square tubing and then measure the length, cut it the size, weld it back on. You saw me do it once, you don't need to see me do it again, I'm sure. But then we'll go ahead and separate it. We'll go ahead and plate the top here, fully finish welding this in, clean it up, and then this will be pretty much ready to go. Haven't really decided yet what I'm doing with the open holes. Do me a favor, if you don't mind. Drop me a suggestion or two on what I should do with those. I'm stuck. I thought about plating them. That would probably work. Round plate. Thought about leaving them open. I don't like that idea for some reason. I'd rather plate them. Give me some ideas, guys. I don't know. Yeah, it's somewhere I can put the flux capacitor. Let's get back to work. All right, fast forward. We've got both the side braces on. So now we're gonna go ahead and pull the beam off the frame head extension. We'll go ahead and finish welding those up. And there was something else. I don't remember. Let's just do it. Let's just get to work. Well, guys, that's pretty much a wrap. Let me spin you around and show you. So we've got frame head done, supports done, got all that boxed in, welded up, finished up. Really, the only thing left to do here, honestly, we need to paint it. Well, clean it and paint it. Come on, focus. There we go. Pretty much the only thing left to do. Clean it, paint it. That's pretty much over with. That'll be the end of that. So, I'm not gonna make you watch paint dry. That's just, I don't even want to watch that. So what we'll do is I'll get that done at some point. But the next segment, so we need to prep this body to come off the chassis. So we need to go ahead and brace the body on the inside. Doot, 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 doot. Right? Brace the body, lift the body off the chassis. And as much as I hate to admit it, I think I'm going to get started on the body first. Chassis is the easy part. Put some floor pans in it, clean it, paint it, brakes. Chassis is easy. Body's where it's going to take the most time, money. Anywho, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate the subs, the likes, and you know me, I love the comments. Guys, have a good, safe week. Till the next time, be good.